everyone, welcome back to Dr. JP classes. I hope you all are fine. Friends, previously we had discussed about rating scale. Today we all are going to discuss about another evaluation tool, that is checklist. For the purpose of data collection, analysis and interpretation, the researcher used different types of scale. Checklist is one of them. In this video, we will learn in chapter 1 Introduction. In this part, we know about tools and techniques of evaluation, checklist and evaluation tool, definition of checklist, importance of checklist, characteristics of checklist, purposes of checklist, needs of checklist, the present study, objectives of the study, use of the checklist, different steps of construction of checklist, then advantages of checklist and disadvantages of checklist. Let's start from the introduction part. Educational process is a complex activity. It involves many components like student, teacher, school, organization and environment. In a classroom, there are learners with diversity. Diversity means difference among the learner in terms of physical, mental, emotional, social, etc. To handle all these diversified learners and make them able to learn particular tasks and achieve the predominated goal is a very complex task. To complete this task, there is a need to understand the learners with reference to the diversity. To make teaching effective, it is essential that good evaluation practices are followed to gather pertinent information about the learners. Teaching process is a complex process. The teacher always face this problem in a classroom because in a classroom there are different types of learner: slow learner, average student and gifted children. It is difficult to the teacher to handle all these diversified learners, to know the learning outcomes of the students and to make teaching effective. The teacher use different types of tools and techniques to gather important information about the learners. For this purpose, the teachers use checklists because it is an important tool that can evaluate students' performance in the different area: physical, mental, emotional, social, etc. And this type of tool also quite helpful for the researcher for data collection, analysis and interpretation. Then tools and techniques of evaluation. In teaching learning process, data collection is one of the most important aspects. The accuracy of the data is depend on the tools and techniques used for the purpose. A teacher can employ any one of the available tools of education at his or her disposal to know about the extent to which educational objectives are being achieved, then the effectiveness of the teaching learning experiences provided in the classroom situation. In education field, the teachers often use different types of tools and techniques mainly for the two main purposes: to know about the educational objectives are achieved or not, then to know about the effectiveness of teaching learning experience in the classroom situation. There are certain learning outcomes, behavior changes, and developmental aspects which cannot be measured by testing techniques like paper pencil test. To measure or assess the development of this aspect, we use observational techniques. There are various tools and techniques of evaluation. Generally, they are classified into two main categories, that are quantitative technique and qualitative technique. Let's know about the evaluation devices, quantitative technique and qualitative technique. In qualitative technique, different tests are included, that are written test, practical based test and oral test. In written test, there are essay type of test, short answer type of test and objective type of test. But in qualitative device, the tools or instruments are interview, observation, rating scale, checklist, records, and questionnaires. These are the evaluational devices the teacher use in classroom situation and researcher use for data collection. Then we discuss about checklist and evaluation tool. Checklists are tools which allow teachers and students to gather information and to make judgment about what students know and can do in relation to the outcomes. They offer systematic ways of collecting data about specific behavior, knowledge, and skills. The quality of information acquired through the use of checklist is highly dependent on the quality of the descriptors chosen for assessment. The quality of the checklist always depends upon the user. Checklists consist of a set of statements that correspond to specific criteria. The answer to each statement is either yes or no, or done or not done. In our personal lives, we constantly use checklists for things such as grocery shopping, household chores, or preparing for a vacation. A student, a group of students, or an entire class may use checklists. In our day to day life, we often use checklists for different types of purposes. So, checklist is an important tool. In checklist, each statement is either yes or no, or done or not done. It is easiest and important tool we know our work is complete or not. And we also know about the different criteria, quality, trait, personality, and behavior of the individual or any product. That's all for today's video. In next video, we will discuss about other important points of checklist. Thank you for watching. Friends, if my video provides you little bit information, then please do like, share and subscribe my channel. And don't forget to write your valuable comments. Stay tuned. Have a nice day.